Alright, I think we have everything good here. I'm just going to wait for people to start getting in. And then I'm going to go fix myself some food. And then, I don't know what we're going to do tonight. We're probably just going to look at Twitter. And maybe just look at beer. So I need to go find some beer. And then we're just going to read my Twitter. Does that sound like something to do? Is anybody even here yet? Hold on. Anybody here yet? Anybody here yet? There we go. Okay. Starting to stream, getting some food and beer. BRB. Okay, welcome back. Hello, Stickler Joe. Hello, Matt Laszlo. And everybody else. So, Han the Hound said, "Hey, Burb, hope you're doing okay to relax a bit and do bird things." Yes. So, we'll start off with Twitter. And I think I'm too big in this screen. Make me smaller. There I go. And if I'm going to do Twitter, then that means Twitter should be more like over there, like that. And I think should the avatar be smaller? Maybe not. Not sure. So, how's everybody doing tonight? This is Tuesday. It is the 9th. I did quite a lot of Appalachian Trail shuttling today. We have our next giveaway car, which thankfully was owned by an old man. It's not another Corvette. I like how the head, I think I need to smooth it out a little bit. Because every time I eat something, the bird looks like it's going to eat something that isn't there. It sees my mouth opening and eating food, which is nice. So let's first give credit to the person who made this avatar. Sequence erase. Is it open? No. You're typing it in wrong. Now let's watch someone try to type something in wrong, and it's not gonna work, and it's gonna be weird. This is more like a face for I'm an old man, and I don't know how things work, and I'm trying to use my phone again. And this should be more like the gravelly voice thing. right? Okay. Control C. And Control V. There we go. Okay, so this is the person who animated all this. This is the person, the builder. And need food. I'm not eating any carbs tonight because I'm drinking my carbs. So my idea is if I'm having beer, I'm not going to have any bread or rice or anything else. So I'm literally eating pan-fried chicken, or really, I guess this would be sauteed chicken, and then mixed vegetables. So this is my dinner. Our beverage for this evening is Wicked Hazy IPA by Sam. There is a particular beer that I want to get my hands on, as my mouth is very full. What's going on? Am I very loud? I opened this video midway through the boomer voice and it sounded free and funny. Burst out laughing. Oh, nice. Thanks. Isaac Flavery with a super chat. Thank you for giving me a super chat. Here's some funny money for a bird with weird voices. Well, thank you very much. So, this is the person who made the animations. They do stuff for other people. Very, very reasonable prices. I like someone said this sort of looks like one of those avatars from those old, like from like the 2008, 2009 global financial crisis, where you had all those clickable banners of like weirdly animated things. Back in 2008 and 9, like click for low rates, and it had like this little mini game that wasn't a mini game. So I kind of like that. Of course, there's more animation and the crest moves and stuff like that. The builder here said there is some updates coming to this character, this model. So something's going to smooth out. They said one eye is glitching and something like that. So this is the sort of work they do. Actually, they're just retweeting everything. I like this because it has the feel of like PlayStation. Would you call that PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 graphics? I think that's almost PlayStation 2 or like the N64 era. Southpaw says Lancaster Brewing Blueberry is very good too. Nice. Oh, this is something they're working on. Like, I don't know the whole like Bowser lore or something like that, but this is something else the builder here, let's just call them Jackpot. Jackpot is working on right now for somebody else. That's way more involved than my bird character. Rico92 says, yeah, that's PS2. Yeah, this is kind of like PS2 style. I like that early 2000 stuff is coming back. It makes me nostalgic. It keeps making me nostalgic for the... Even though we reviewed it, and I understand it's kind of a pointless car, the Toyota Matrix XRS, this freaking motherfucker of an amazing little rocket. Even though 0 to 60, like XRS, okay, they're saying 8.6 seconds, which is still kind of slow. But it's the idea that it had the Yamaha head in. And like the problem with this car, it's freaking awesome. But the problem with this car is the power band is smaller than the spaces in between the gears. So every time you shift, you fall out of that sweet power band, which is around at 7,000 RPM. What is this thing rev to? Like 8? 8.5? But the car blue balls you because you can never stay in it between each shift. But no, I love the idea of it. I was so excited to drive it, and I drove it, and it's like, well, it's not it did let me down a little bit, but at the same time, this and the Pontiac Vibe GT, which is the same one, the Pontiac Vibe is cheaper because it doesn't say Toyota on it. They're great to have. They're so much fun. But they're fun and kind of like the idea of it. Like, every time I think that I want to play Metal Gear Solid for PS1 again, what I really want is the original feeling of playing it back. It's literally chasing the dragon, like the original feeling of playing the game the first time. So that's what that kind of reminds me of. I decided to buy it because I was too broke for a CRX. Daily Drive says the XRS is an annoyingly gold. Someone says the 8.6 is for the stock Matrix, I think. Yeah, it's the 2ZZ engine. Will Power says, I bought a Gen 1 Honda Insight with 220,000 miles as my first college call. How doomed am I? Also, my first car was a 1996 Mercury Sable wagon. Awesome. Which my brother totaled. Oh, that sucks. I bought a Gen 1 Honda Insight as my first college car. So you still have an Insight? Well, the great thing is someone will always buy it because lots of people, it's a great cult car and people keep buying those things no matter how high the mileage are. Oh, are we lagging? Oh, man. Oh, no. I was just getting on a roll here. You lost me? No. Well, that sucks. I'll just hang out here for a bit in case it comes back. Did it come back? Seems okay now? You're back? Great. Good. Okay, so you're back. So I want to talk about this one beer I'm trying to get my hands on. It is here's the beer I'm trying to get my hands on. And I don't see it for sale anywhere around here. It's called 120 Minute Dogfish. This thing is about $10 a bottle. And because Pennsylvania has weird liquor laws, we can't get this I can't order it and have it delivered to me. You're not allowed to ship alcohol in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So Will Powell says, love it. Replace the batteries for 2K. Gets 44 miles per gallon. Silly. It's also an auto, which makes the car fast-wee. They made that thing an auto? The Insight was an auto? Huh. I thought that was only a manual. So this beer I had one bottle of this. And I want to find it again. Dogfish Head 120 Minute. This thing is brewed in the bottles of Utopias, which is that crazy high swan song of a beer for Sam Cooke, even though Sam Cooke's not going anywhere. Southwest says, ironically, I first found and had Dogfish Head in the Pacific Northwest, but it's from Delaware. So Dogfish Head traveled from Delaware? Yeah, this type of beer, why do people still love Dogfish Head? I'll answer, because it's bitter and nasty. And it challenges you. Yeah. You need the right goblets for it. Alan Calc says, enjoying the bird regular. I wish you many Honda Elements under 10,000 with 50,000 miles, clean steering wheels. Oh yeah, clean steering wheels. Check out any Costco that sells alcohol. Really? I don't have a Costco membership. And I don't know if the Costco's around here sell it. Because Pennsylvania has such weird liquor laws that you have to prove you're a cafe to sell beer. So, okay. Actually, you know what? Dogfish Head, Wegmans. Does Wegmans sell it? And I don't know if they do. Zigzag, random, but how are those Cosmo tires on your 4Runner? Looking at getting some. Great. You know, I haven't really off-roaded in them. I've just driven around with them on the road. They're fine. They don't wobble. They don't do anything. They're just, and they look appropriate on my 4Runner. Now mine are the LT grades. I know they're like a private label tire, and they go by many other stuff, but they look like they belong on the 4Runner. I mean, they worked in the snow 2 years ago when we had snow, so it's fine. Yeah, they're fine. Will Powell says CVT Autos, I've prepared buying entire parts cars for $700. Bought it from a 16-year-old who ripped the fuel tank out by ripping the underskirts out with a chain. Ooh. Southpaw says, I hated IPAs until I had flower power, and it was such a bizarre taste. I had no choice but to respect it and develop an interest taste for IPAs. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, IPAs can be really nasty. Like, IPAs work with me, like, the higher the APV, the better. Zigzag says, thanks. I'm looking at the Mucho Macho. Hell yeah. Everybody I've heard who runs Mucho Machos, I mean, you have to remember that it is a budget performance tire. So I don't think you could really compete in autocross with Mucho Machos. But if you're just having a daily to romp around in, I think they're, you know, if my favorite, like, really good, I think it's a toss up between them and Sumitoyos for budget performance cars. And oh yeah, there's a, so this is a picture of the full. Did this full screen correctly? Did it? So this avatar is a full body, but I don't have VR chat and I don't have a headset or anything like that. So it's my intention to go on like other interview shows in VR chat. Oh, that's weird. I belched, but well, it's dark in here, so maybe. So yeah, see it's an entire body. So I'll be able to go in VR chat and like walk around and stuff like that. But of course, for streaming, it's just the torso that moves like this. So it'll be adapted for that. So there are a few interview shows that'll go on. There's it in wireframe. Or there I am in my wireframe. Anyway, Dogfish Head. I had this. It's a very complex taste, and it's very difficult to get any sort of head on it. You have to like pour it like you're in a college bar to try to like globble it in there, and then you'll get some head on it. But really, the APV is so high, it's somewhere between 15 and 18% alcohol, which makes this a great sipping beer. Because I don't like the feeling of feeling full. That's why I like gin martini so much. Southpaw says, oh, that was some really cute inflatable art. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Focal Badger by Alchemist Brewing in Maine was my favorite IPA ever. Cool. It's Matto says, I'm taking you and Roman out to Moondog World when you come down. Awesome. It's Matto there. That's gonna. It's Matto is our Australian fixer. RCR Australia 2024. It's one of our many craft victories in Victoria. Awesome. I need some more food then. Thank you. Finally, someone who appreciates a real martini. Dude, I am a gin martini aficionado. That is my jam. If I'm going to be Denzel Washington and fly an airliner drunk, that's what I'm going to be drinking. Like, if I became an alcoholic, it would be for that drink. And I totally agree with the comedian Tim Dillon. Like, I could throw my life away for dry gin martinis. But I can't drink them that much because they don't become special. I mean, I used to, when I was living in the old apartment, I would... Okay, so here's what I do. Here's like the way I justified it to myself. I would buy a bottle of gin and a bottle of vermouth, and that bottle of gin I would drink in about a week, like Sunday to Saturday. And I would come home from the gym, and I would make this version. I would make martinis, and I just drink and go to bed, and I would just forget that I was living in a really tiny apartment. I would forget that I was in the closet. I'd just drink gin martinis, look at furry porn, and just beat off. So that's what I do. And at the end of the week, I hated gin, and then I hated olives, and I hated vermouth. And then like a month would go by, and then I'd do it again. And I wouldn't really call it a bender, but definitely I was drunk every night for a week. So, Will Power says, "How often are these streams, by the way?" They're whenever I feel like doing them, honestly. Southpaw says, "I really want to visit Trogs and Hershey, but that'd be an expensive Uber." Yeah, where you're coming from, Mr. Southpaw. I love Trogs and Hershey, but honestly, like their beer, I love Trogs beer, but the weird thing is every time I've been to Trogs, I get a headache. I guess it's because I just drink too much, right? And then I have to drive home. So like there's this sobering up period where I'll go to a gas station or I'll have coffee or I'll bring it with me. I got to move remote over a little bit. Like that. And I often talk like cocking my head to the side. And I don't. When you watch regular car reviews, it's interesting. The eyes are looking up because my eyes are looking up. Can I change it? Settings, general settings, neck stiffness, arm angle, gaze strength. Okay, if I take gaze strength, it really does look where my eyes are looking. It's up like that. And if I turn it all the way down, it looks straight ahead. Turn it up a little, it'll start following where my eyes are going. I think right there is good. Yeah, I have like a James Spader thing going on. It's something like if you I'm a big fan of James Spader. I love James Spader as an actor. But he does have this thing he does where he makes a point. He turns his head to the right all the time. I mean, I love it. I love how he does that. I mean, that's like his acting thing. But then I notice myself doing it, turning my head to the right. It's like James Spader at his most James Spader is him in Blacklist. Because the whole point of that movie is I'm just waiting for James Spader to tell a story. I love that. All right, so the gaze strength is the eyes kind of float up and down, and I'll figure this thing out. Maybe Jackpot is watching and figuring it out. Daily Drive said James Spader in Stargate is peak confused puppy lean. He was a young guy in there, and like, kind of figuring himself as an actor, still a thing. I should really tweet that I'm doing this, right? If I open that, okay, good. I need another window. No, that's Chrome. I need. You know what? I'm not going to tweet that I'm doing this. People should figure out that I'm here. Super High on Life says, why is this man a bird? I don't know. I'm a bird now. John Wilson says, what is the bird doing? Yeah, I should really tweet that I'm doing this. There it is. Where's my Twitter? Go over here. Make a tweet. I'm doing this. I'm not tweeting to you. Or I'll include him in this. Live streaming now with tar that they made for me. And I need now to go to YouTube. Is it still on regular and Roman? There it is. Copy link. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, great. Oh, there. Southpaw says Edmund Fitzgerald is good. Oh, is that a liquor? My Southpaw says my favorite Pennsylvania beer to date is New Trail Double Broken Heels. Interesting. Super High on Life says I want to buy a car, but Dave Ramsey is going to beat me up if I take a loan out. Yeah, so am I. Don't do that. Find that $5,000 Toyota and just roll with that. Geo for the win in that case. Yeah, Geo is great too. If I put my hood up, will the thing still... Yeah. It's fine to put my hood up. Southpaw says it's a double hazy IPA, so refreshing, from Williamsport. Awesome. Any plans for RCR South America? I'm sorry, Pedro. No, there is not. There is no anything for RCR South America. I think the order is going to go RCR Australia, then RCR Germany. After that, who knows? Papillon Cycle says it's so odd with this Avatar stuff. Yeah, I know, but like right now it's just me in a hoodie in a poorly lit living room, which is kind of no fun. This is more fun, and I like this, and it makes me happy. Varg says, I bought a GT350 last year, and it's nothing but headaches. Really? Did you buy it, or are you leasing it? New motor, electrical issues, etc. All under warranty. Thank the gods for Ford all the time, but don't own your heroes, folks. Oh, man. That sucks, dude. Travel Man says, any plans for RCR Hawaii in the future? You'd love all the 90s Toyotas all over here. I'd like Hawaii. I'm not like really a resort guy. But if I like New Zealand, I'd probably like Hawaii, right? Is there a way I can go to Hawaii and not be like a... like perceived as a clueless mainlander, if that's a thing? Pedro, shame. I hope you get to drive a Fiat Uno someday. Yeah, I would like to. Travel Man says, I mean, it's not all beaches here. We have forests and whatnot. Oh, yeah, for sure. Stickler Joe says, they offered green on green interior. Oh, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Super High on Life says, everyone is Haoli. Don't know what that word means. Haoli. Midnight 11 says, the bird is cool. Low poly looks good, even if the resolution tanks. Oh, that is a good point. Like if it's a low poly design, if the resolution goes to crap, still looks good. Kind of like how PlayStation 1 looked best on a CRT TV. Because of the natural anti-aliasing nature of, cathode ray tubes. Justin McGurn says, love your last VinWiki. It was like an amazing book, but fuck the people in the comments. Well, they were right. That was a poorly told story, and I needed like 3 more football fields of pipe to make that story work. And I told that story off the cuff with full emotion, And there needed to be more preamble to that. And it's a really sucky story with no payoff, and it's kind of crap. And I thankfully I texted Ed, and he called me back, thank goodness, and I just talked to him. Says, look, that's such a bad story. If you can take it down, please, and he did. So it's dead and buried. Pedro Serra says RCR Morrowind. You know, I never played Morrowind. Only Skyrim. That's the only Elder Scrolls I ever played. Hurricane Puda says, "Oh my God, hello bird." Hello. This is what my notifications looks like. I don't really get notifications at all. It's like, you got that one, wait, you're a bird, birds aren't real. I said I was tweeting, people tweeted stuff of birds. Then it was just LeBaron. And this guy comments a lot. Can't forget who this person is. It's an artist or someone who just role plays. Oh, it just says retired account, no longer active. Please message me at my other locations. Linktree. Okay. Chicagoland. Don't know if I ever met them or not. Lester Fox says peep. Doesn't know what I mean. This is a beauty right there. I like this. Red. Not a lot. I don't know if that, like, this is me just being hypercritical. Like, don't think about this too much. Kreger's on an Iacocca era K platform or K platform derivative. It's like, that's more like a, you're in the 80s here, and that's a 70s design. So I understand the 70s are creeping around with this grill here, but really you would want like salad shooter wheels, or anything with triangles or squares to make that work. Southwest says scrolling furry Twitty on YouTube is risky. You know what? That is true. But these are my mentions and not people who I follow. So unless somebody's sending me porn in this, I should be fine. But you know what? If I start clicking on some of these people's profiles, they could have favored porn, and that would get me flagged. So it looks like we can't do that. I don't even know you can get... I don't think you can even get away with that on Twitch. Did you watch or enjoy Fox in Space Episode 2? Yes, I did watch it, and I did enjoy it. Senor Cheesy says, like last week. Like, what happened last week? Travelman says, it's a thing as a clueless mainlander, or Haoli, as people say here, but I mean, if I feel like it, you'd fit in pretty well here, honestly. Dress as you normally would. People who don't stand out much, to be honest. Okay, so it's my normal just t-shirt and shorts and baseball hat or bucket hat. Senor Cheesy says, no, Twitch is worse than that. You'll get pre-banned instead of just flagged. Oh, man, okay. Ian McCall says, RCR Austin again. I don't know if I'd ever go RCR Austin again. I mean, they do fly direct from Philly on American, which is nice. But I've done Austin like 2 or 3 times. So I don't know what to do. Yeah, no. Did I imagine a new RCR video today? No, there wasn't a new RCR video today. I mean, Nick might have. Nick's working on something, but no, I didn't release anything today. Oh, shoot. I have like a Instagram reel I need to put up, but can't because my phone is over there and not over here. This is great, a Firefox loading screen. I need a little bit more food. I have a little chicken left. And then... See, this is where my head normally sits, off to the side. Not like this. Like this. Not like this. This. So if I go like this, and I go where my head normally sits, is right here, reset position. Then when I move my head normally, looking up looks like that, looking down looks like that. Okay. Does that seem more accurate that I'm looking at stuff here? I certainly hope so. Bonk. Yeah, what software are you using? VC Face? Yes, Senor Cheesy. I'm using VC Face. VC Face. I get to see a video of a dude feeding his chicken nuggets. Dude, chickens are cannibalistic. They eat their own eggs. They're little dinosaurs with no brains. It's a shame the stuff they poop out is so, but their eggs are so delicious. Birds are metal as fuck. Yeah, I know what we can do. We can go on Craigslist.org. Craigslist.org. It's a shame that that YouTube has become all ABC family friendly, and we can't. Like, I'd love to scroll through other people's profiles on Twitter, but you always run the risk of running into porn, and YouTube doesn't like that. Sam Dad's Mustache Wax says, hi, Bird. Ozmobile Tom says, shout out to my former landlord, Greg. What if I go, like, just for sale, like everything? Everything that's for sale. I need to go get more food. So I'm going to just look like that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm like putting food in the microwave, and then I should just say stay turned around for like literally have my back to you guys while I do this. I got food in the microwave. We got 2 minutes to go. That's sort of weird. I'll turn the avatar around. 2 minutes in the microwave just to heat up my vegetables, and then I'll just add chicken to that. I need a chaser, and I can drink that, and then maybe I can have another. Well, I should maybe not have another beer. The stock monkey just says burb. Gideon Kerman says bird ponders Craigslist. Will Powell says Southpaw, it's always grooners and cracked out creeps and mixed connections. Comic book and sports cards yard sale. 45 minutes in Douglasville. By the way, like this word Douglasville, we had this like fake apparel company called the Douglasville Scorers, and that's where that came from. But that's like a deep RCR cut. Like when I used to listen to the Adam Carolla podcast, They used to go on Craigslist and tell you, what is this? What is this? Oh, this is in Hamburg. This is nearby. Ice Bear scooter. Okay, so this is like a Chinese knockoff of a Honda Ruckus. It's got a plate on it. I like how it says 4-stroke, but it's on the CVT box on the side. What does he have wrapped there on the top? Oh, he just has a little box bungee corded to the headlight buckets. $1,500, nothing less, no trades. Save your offers. I don't want to sell it that bad. Well, you do. You put through the effort. It's like people who just say, don't lowball me, but it happens anyway. It's like those are the people who say don't tip, or like who don't tip or anything like that. You have to understand, like when it comes to like private vehicle sales, negotiations are always on the table. You just build that into the price. I love negotiating. I've seen these tiny little projectors. Wait, this is all. You know what we should do? We should go to just cameras. Video and cameras. You just went by. You just went by it. Can't you see that? Where is it? You gotta go click on it. I saw it the other day. I thought they just take it away from you. The second they find something you like, you take it away from you. I don't know what electronics. I don't know the computers. The computer parts. Who am I, Bill Gates? Collectibles, that's something you leave on the side of your garage door. Clothes and accessories. Why can't I just have some cell phones? I just want some with a dial tone. How do you know when you get this? You know what's good about VHS tapes. If you want to rewind it, you can rewind it. You can watch the same thing again. Cars and trucks, that's what I'm talking about. Stepside Silverado. I'm a businessman. Books, boats, and boat parts. Bikes and bike parts. Beauty school. I'm gonna date someone from the beauty school. There's no bar or no low ballers, baby. Aviation, let me tell you, you go up there and then you go inside the plane. You get chemtrails. Auto parts, Napa, more like no and never any parts available. Toys and games, you don't want to play games with me, man. I studied the Inferno down at the Navy SEAL Yard. Photo and video, there we go. Kodak, oh, I was deep into that character, wasn't I? All right, my food is done. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. And right around. There we go. Nothing is worse than Ohio, says the travel man. Oh, super chat coming in. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for supporting RCR. Valcat says, what are you drinking and have you ever had a French 75? No, I've never had a French 75. I heard that's a very old drink. There's this book I really like, Flights of Passage by Samuel Hines, and they talk about a French 75. But that book takes place, it's like autobiography, and this is a guy during the Second World War. So it's a very old drink. Spilling food on myself. French 75 is a cocktail made from gin, champagne, lemon juice, and sugar. See, okay. I don't think sugar belongs anywhere near gin. If you need sugar to enjoy gin, just drink something with vodka in it. Gin is meant to be bitter and difficult. To sweeten it up ruins the whole experience. Just substitute vodka instead, because if you put sugar in gin, it's like you're just trying to counteract the quinine, and all the juniper berries, and all the stuff that's tart and nasty. So that's why I don't like gin and tonics if you're going to make it with Canada Dry, because that stuff is like the same amount of sugar as Coke, as Coca-Cola. So if you're going to make me a gin and tonic, you better make it with diet tonic water, not the regular stuff. Keep that sugar out of my gin and tonic. You're going to make it sharper, and honestly, if you use diet tonic water, it's going to taste a lot better. Now, of course, you got to put fresh lime in that too. And the fresh lime is all the sweetener you ever would need. So French 75. 2 dashes of simple syrup. Fuck that. I like the idea of gin and lemon juice. That goes together. And champagne, I think, is sweet enough anyway. So, okay. 1 ounce. So really what this is champagne, but it's not boozy enough. Champagne is sweet enough as it is. Mr. Headcrab says, "Oh boy, Matto, just realized with Mr. Regular's new look, the idea of him being in the bucket hat as Lord Humongous goes away." Gyro Captain Kestrel for the Mad Max tour shirt. Maybe. Patrick Dijkstra? Lenny Dykstra? Patrick Dicastra? I remember having a proper gin and tonic. My taste buds were so confused, but it was really good. H finally says, Mr. Regular, when were you teaching and at what levels did you teach? I was a high school English teacher. I mostly taught seniors. Eating. Meeting on mic. Yes, I know. You get to hear my mouth noises. Continuing putting food in my mouth. Well, everybody likes it. Everybody needs it. Time to screw on the mic better because it's moving around again. How's that? Can you hear me okay? The mic isn't pointed exactly at my face, it's pointed near my face. Not the Ryan says this is the kind of content I'm subscribed for. Excellent, good. The sock monkey says, "What replaced the Sarah?" What replaced the Sarah as the fun car? A Galaxy that I haven't revealed yet because I'm not going to reveal it until the entire video is finished. Rob C, oh my God, it's Mr. Regular, the VTuber bird. Yes. It's only been my like 3rd or 4th video as a bird. I love it when the eyes do the thing. What, this thing? I think I should only use that when I'm doing the voice, and then it becomes better. So yeah, French 75. No thanks. I mean, at that point, just goddamn, there isn't anything I've gotten that makes me feel. What is this? Bell & Howard Super 8 video camera. Is this like a film camera? Jim Shulman would know. Get that whiskey voice on. Ring flash and moon unit. Don't need one of those. What's a Godfather shadow box? This is something you hang on the wall. I don't get it. Godfather box, Sopranos. It's just a bunch of garbage in a frame. Cinema mount camera, smartphone, ring holder. What is this garbage you put on a phone? Okay. Does it do anything? Cinema mount. Well, good. Thank God for that. You know, this reminds me of that stuff you used to get from mini DV cameras. You get from like B&H Photos, like adapters to put on. I'm pretty much just the same thing. So you gotta now crank a whole bunch of weird stuff on your cell phone, and then it looks, you get a wider angle, I guess. I mean, camera lenses are already really wide. Paul Unuch, thank you for the super chat. What do you think of Civil War reenactors? Well, they're wearing cotton in the summer months. You know, I've never really ran into anybody who does like Civil War reenactments. Gettysburg is just far enough away from where I live in East PA to make me never go down. So, I think in the low light, the eyes of this thing are more sensitive to me blinking. I'm going to do a quick fix here. See if I go general settings, eyebrow sensitivity, lip sync, blink smoothing, blink sensitivity. If it's really low, there. It'll only blink. Well, there, I think that's better. Sorry about that. Did you ever go to Lancaster? I go to Lancaster about every couple months. My friend Ted lives down there. In fact, Lancaster is one of the few places I found that actually has, like, there's one bottle shop down there that has 120-minute IPA. And I'd probably go down there, and they only sell it in 4-packs. And I think I would buy 2 of them and bring it back. Matt Selmy says, I absolutely love this VTuber. Oh, thank you. Super High on Life says, I went to Penn State University Park 2015 to 2019. RCR helped me understand townies there. Awesome. That would have been Nick, because Nick Roman went to Penn State main campus for undergrad. I didn't. So stuff that comes there came from Nick. So this is all the stuff we've got in Reading. It's like diddly crap. 12-inch LCD monitor, DVD player. Ooh, that's... I like old camera lenses and stuff like that. I have 3 point-and-shoots, and they're all Canons. And it's been a while since I've gone to a party and taken pictures with that stuff. I should go to a car show and just take a picture with that. How about Intercourse, PA? I've been to Intercourse. I bought a little keychain. It was funny. It was like... Intercourse, PA might as well just be called 69 the town. Everything's like wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and this is all we got. Matt says, have I ever heard of a town called Glifford, PA? I don't know. No, haven't. Have you ever been to Yoakumtown? Yeah, see, I always wondered if Yoakumtown was the inspiration for Cumtown, the podcast. Or they just thought about, because, you know, they've heard of that town. So, yeah, I've driven past Yoakumtown on the way down to Baltimore many times. I don't think Dogfish Head 120 Minute is available on tap. It's such a high APV. I don't think you can buy that stuff in even a pony keg. Hey, it's Lance. See you tomorrow, Lance. Jersey Shore, PA, and the story how it's got its name is my favorite. Yeah. I love the story of Jersey Shore. It is so petty. Mr. Headcrab says Lancaster is great. Lancaster. It's Lancaster. Lancaster is great. Surprisingly decent anime con. ZennyCon was a blast. Lancaster is cool. It's getting a little congested because everybody found out that Lancaster is cool. And it's one of those things like, there's nowhere to park downtown now. You got to pay for parking. And Route 30 is always backed up. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Trek says, I had 120 minute on tap last Sunday night at Grog House in Bethlehem. Fuck off. Really? They had it on tap? What were they selling it for? $15 a glass? But that rules that you had it on tap. You get fucked up so quick. Mr. Headcrab says, especially when some guy tried to protest it and Warford cosplayer chatted with him and the protester showed up next year. A Wolfwood? Nice. Oh wait, that's Trigun, isn't it? Okay. My brother-in-law went to York a couple of times on business. Okay. It's Matto says, Lancaster, oh good, the hipsters are here. Yeah, I mean, the thing is though, you can get great food in Lancaster now that some money moved into that place. Trek says it tasted like liquor. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much wine, thicker, yeah. Mr. Headcrab, the guy from Trigun, dude had a 7-foot cross on his back. I remember now. So there's nothing on Craigslist. Man, I've been getting up earlier and earlier, so now I start to go to bed earlier, and I don't like it. I used to go to bed at 1 in the morning in the winter. Now I'm going to bed earlier in the summertime. I guess because I absorbed more sun, so I get tired. Oh, hey, Greens. Thanks for the super chat. Me and the boyfriends gotta know how do we give the business to our Edelbrock carb? Gotta give it hard. You know what I mean. How do we give the business to our Edelbrock carb? Are you asking for carburation questions? How do we give the business to the Edelbrock carb? Well, I mean, you can't really like Edelbrock carbs are kind of like plug and play. If you really want something, you can just shove a bunch of fuel through. That's when you get a Holly, because you can get the Holly double pumper, and then you can give it to her behind the back nine at the mini ball course at Heisler's Dairy Bar. Is Heisler's Dairy Bar open? That's a place I want to take friends. Heisler's Dairy Bar is only Tamaqua. Ivers Cloverly there. So this place is awesome. It's a great place to go eat if you want to eat at a. Okay, Heisler's Dairy Bar is like the place you go if you want to eat concession stand food in the middle of a field. Yeah, like Lance, if you're still on this stream, like this is a place to go. I want to take you guys here. I think this place only opens when school lets out because they just employ like a bunch of high school kids. So it's pretty much a place to go eat ice cream and play mini golf. Matt Selmy says, are we going to see Beer Bird and RCR? Yes, if I can find a way, if I can find a way to record it in VR chat. So that means either I've got to get a headset and a bunch of trackers and stuff, or I need to go to somebody's house and do that. I think Ted has them, and record something at his house. Southpaw says, oh hell, food truck permanently affixed to the earth. Shout out to Lance. Lance in here instead. Lance Heinrich says, the issue with Lancaster is a lot of hipsters living in Fishtown or Manioc, etc., other gentrified neighborhoods and Philly moving to Lancaster in droves. Had multiple customers work during that. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like a straight shot from Philly to Lancaster. It's like, hey, we're going to live with a whole bunch of Amish people. And like, yeah, all right. Yeah, dude. I like it how they literally show this line is freaking packed for ice cream. Dude, the ice cream is pretty good, man. The Wonka says, are you a furry now? Anyway, Heisler's Dairy Bar. Ice cream. Handmade ice cream flavors. It's pretty much like, okay, the coffee is good. Tin Roof Sundae, if you want a whole lot of nonsense. Vanilla fudge kicks ass. I don't know why that's there. Vanilla. Like, normally it's like chocolate chip for me or chocolate marshmallow. God damn. Bubblegum honestly sucks as a flavor. So yeah. Strawberry cream cheese. Like, yeah, dude. Chocolate marshmallow. Fuck me, I want chocolate marshmallow. Sure. Okay. A CMP, chocolate marshmallow, and peanuts on top of vanilla ice cream. So, like, they do car shows here all the friggin' time. And I wouldn't be opposed to having an RCR meet at Heisler's Dairy Bar because they have a big parking lot and they do that stuff out. Purple Martins. Heisler's Dairy Bar is home to the second largest population of purple market. We have hunted breeding pairs. Are these just birds or Central America? Oh, are they birds? I guess so. Well, they're not far from Hawk Mountain Bird Sanctuary, so that's kind of neat. I love that events is just like a bunch of tiny pictures. Yeah, and then a car show out in the field. Man, so when are their hours? When do they open again? About Us, mini golf pricing. I love how old this place is. they have like directions how to get here, not just an address. Like there's the address, just Google it. But no, they still have take 2009, go to, well, where's my boomer face? Well, if you're coming from the Allentown area, you gotta take Route 309, and then you gotta go to 895 West. When you hit the town of New Wrangle, you gotta turn right on the Coal Mountain Road, and then you're on that road for like 3 miles, and then you're gonna come right to us. Now, if you're coming from Reading, not West Reading, but Reading. Take 60, you gotta go 61 north, and then you gotta get on 895. And then, like I said, you turn left to Coal Mountain Road, you gotta follow Coal Mountain Road for the next 3 miles, and you come right to us. And I like how they just said right to us on every single one of these things. That's awesome. If you think you're lost and on the wrong road, you're probably on the I love this. If you think you're lost and on the wrong road, you are most probably on the right road. If completely lost, call for directions 570-668-3399. Don't trust your GPS system. Yeah, because you're driving up and God, this website's awesome. If you went to the Red Barn, you got too far, yeah. Everybody has a good point at it. We got one guy who's not fat. I love how you can enlarge this picture. It's like things to do, mini golf, and the driving range. Arcade is filled with many classic games. Like, are we really talking? Because I can talk about classic games. The gift shop. Can't. Yep. I wouldn't expect anything more than that resolution right there. Now, boys, cut out the noise. We're trying to give you directions. The Wonka said, I used to deliver mattresses, and this is exactly how boomers give directions. Thank God for GPS. Got a film to Lester Fox, good question. Does it have road blasters? Yeah. Dude, if I find road blasters, it's all over, man. It's like, don't talk to me. I'm playing the greatest racing game ever made. Open for season every day but Wednesday. Okay. Now we're just back to directions again. All I want to know is when they open for the season. Updated business 1 week ago. Opens 4 p.m. See, it's May, and I think next month they'll be open. Like, when did they open for the season and you can just hang out there? This is not Heisler's Dairy Bar. There's still a cabin on New York Thruway, I think. Boomer directions are like hiker directions, but without the con save versus trail stank. Good point. Very good point. Bandom Review says Road Blasters is so underrated. I was at a conventions with 2 machines. One of the best games there. Yeah. You combine that with Crazy Taxi, now you have something that's awesome. Man. I really wish I could just go on Twitter while I'm doing this. But you can't. Because you will run into porn. You can't do that. I drink better when I drive. Nice. That's a good point, Matt. There's this other place. I was talking to Lance about going and visiting, but it has weird hours and it's not going to be open tomorrow when they're here. It's called the Thunderhead Lodge. This is one of these places that's had a revolving door of owners, and it goes out of business and comes back in business from time to time. Esther Outcome says, regular Roman, what's pink blazing in reference to the Appalachian Trail? Okay, pink blazing is the Appalachian Trail equivalent of simping. That's when a male hiker starts creeping around a female hiker. Now, normally, the male hiker will be an older man who has a slower pace, but will push himself to hike faster so he can accidentally arrive at the campsite every night with this female hiker that he hopes that he's going to be able to smash or bust with or get to like maybe third base, right? So it's some male hiker trying to hike fast and stay with a female hiker in the hopes that he's going to nice guy his way into her box, into her, right down into her bag, her big smelly sleeping bag. Lance Heinrich says, Alexa, map queef directions to Heisler's Berry Bar. Barb, start up the Buick. Sent from On Touch. Sent from my On Touch glucose. It's like the equivalent of a potato. Awesome. Ghost monitor. See, what makes it funnier is that is that a real brand On Touch glucose monitor? I have to find out like right now. Yep. Automatic blood sugar monitor. Pogo automatic. One touch Veroflex blood glucose monitor. Awesome. No, that made my night. Hey Siri, map quest directions to my ex-wife's sister's box. Diabetes. Anyway, this is Thunderhead Lodge. So it looks like they're only open Thursdays through Saturdays. Thursday through Sunday. So Sunday it looks like the day to go. Oh, these hours are weird. 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., Saturday noon to 9, Sunday 11 to 9. Order online. So this place is at the top of 309, nowhere near anything else. Thunderhead Lodge all-day dining, Thunderhead Lodge dinner, cocktail menu, all-day dining 1, dinner. Okay, so yeah, the stuff that's oh, you're gonna make me. This is a. And it doesn't even work because you're not even looking at what I clicked on. Right. So you got to make me download something. God, makes me download a Word file, a doc file. You can't just print it here, can you? You can't just throw up a JPEG, right? All right. About us. I'll bet you filled that page out. Yep, here we are. Meredith and Steve. Well, Meredith and Steve, can you just like take a picture of your menu and just put it on here? Don't make me put an extra step in between me and finding out what I want to eat. I have yet to find a restaurant that forces you to use a QR code to see the menu, but I know I'm already too old to craft that as a millennial. Could be worse, at least not a QR code. The logo has a white logo on a cream white background. Like tomorrow, like there's a bit after filming where we have to go to Palmerton, Pennsylvania. Or at least I have to. I mean, Lance and Lift, who's going to be with, that was unintentional rhyming. They're welcome to come with me. I mean, I'll fill their tank just so we can all go. Because I have to go pick up hikers at 2:30 and then drop them off. Where am I dropping them off? Like literally I'm dropping them off right here. Which means like after we drop them off, we could go into Palmerton and find something to eat there. I've been to 110 Tavern. Have I? Yeah. I've been to 110 Tavern before. It's like it's a bar. I like the idea of the way Lance goes about finding places to eat. But I don't really know, like, I have to talk to him, like, no is correct. Oh, look at that. I wonder if that's recent. That's a menu right there. Oldsmobile Thompson says there's a new St. Pepsi album. Awesome. I've Ubered ATA here in Hburg. Like, is that Harrisburg? I like that menu. Phone orders, phone pickup. So this is recent enough. I have a social distancing. So okay, it's subs and all right. So you can't place your tomatoes down in it. You place it on top, so you got to bite through all that. I love those tables. Okay, so this is just shredded lettuce out of a bag. Yeah, there's not enough meat on that Italian sub. There's your cheesesteak. Now this is how you get cheesesteaks when you're outside Philadelphia. If you don't say anything, you're gonna get red sauce or marinara sauce or even sometimes spaghetti sauce in your cheesesteak. That's how they come when they come up here. Nice out of focus stuff. Oh, is that a pizza steak up there? Pizza steaks can be really good. I love that there's a guy down here. Please do not throw away the baskets. Oh, those fries look dry as shit. Lance Heinrich says, let's go, piss filler on the menu. Yeah. This all looks very low effort food. There's Papa Al's. What's Papa Al's? Why is there a pair of boots, a whole bunch of American flags, and is this a restaurant or is this okay? ZD Pizza. Okay. What kind of placemats is this? Is this a diner or a... Is this like restaurant? Okay, it's Italian. Fine. But you have tacos. Low effort but cozy. Discount Papa John's. There's a plate of carbs with a bunch of cheese. Tail's still on the shrimp. You know, take that shit off for me. Alright, that cheesesteak looks like it's a little bit more buttery. It's better than the other one. Bunch of ravioli, garlic knots. Alright, No longer confused. Another pizza place. There's cheesesteak, whether or not it's made now. Papa Al's. Buffet. Yeah, we're having the reception at Papa Al's. Pennsylvania Dutch chicken pie. Again with the just placing the onions on top. Place my onions in there. Mr. Regular Mid-State PA restaurant reviews. Hell yeah. We have to. I mean, those tacos. All right. All right. So it's an Italian place, but they're throwing some tacos in there as well. I mean. Okay. It's the hungry man. Mix a pizza place and banquet. We have to have place the tomatoes flat on top of the subset sheets, and I hate it as a customer. It's so bad. Why do they leave the tails on the shrimp? That sucks so much. Okay. Burt's Steakhouse. I've heard of this place because this place hosts hikers. Lance says Nipa culture is just hungry man quality meals, but done up by someone who binged watched TikTok food hacks. Yep. Mr. Regular, can you film a video on how to get in and out of a car seat properly? Yeah, don't slide across the bowstring, and however you do that is good. Think of it like you're just folding a pizza that's made of corn in half. Nipa cuisine is just hungry man quality. Yeah, I love that. Those fries look okay. Like Burt's Steakhouse, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And down here it also says breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It says it twice. The Sock Monkey says, I miss the Mercury Tracer you sat in. Yeah, you're making me nostalgic for Mercury Tracer. What is this? Okay, so this is breakfast with a side of just 2 patties of Canadian bacon. Esther Outcome says, you're hungry and I blame you. No, Vat, I've never been to Miller's in Lancaster. You know, see, I've heard that the food is really bad at Burt's, but this looks like an okay breakfast. That cheesesteak, okay, this just looks like cafeteria food. What is this? Okay, maybe Lance knows what this is, but this is. Oh wait, this is that one sandwich that's beef with gravy on top of it. There's a name for this. Yeah, there's just shredded beef inside 2 pieces of bread that's just drizzled in gravy. And occasionally, my high school cafeteria would serve this. SOS and fries, hot brown, hot open sandwich. Yeah, it is soggy. Sunday looks like there was an effort there. You have a wrap that's kind of drippy. Water for dogs or short people, we don't judge. Look at that guy. Oh, look at that guy eating at Burt's Steakhouse. He's got the silver hair that's all slick backed. He keeping his coat on for the meal. He's got his white orthopedic shoes and unknown pants. Not sure if that distant elder relative in Ohio was bragging about wealth or poverty when he said, and in the 30s we never had a sandwich for supper. Yeah, right. That could mean anything. Okay, is that cream chip beef and like something else? I don't know what this knife is cutting right there. That all looks really soggy. Oh, look at that interior. You know, as shitty as this place might be, I kind of want to eat at Burt's Steakhouse. Not a lot of steaks for a steakhouse, yeah. You said it looks like eggs. Yeah, it could be eggs. There's that thing again. Yeah, the SOS sandwich or something. Gee says, no, the knife is your iron supplement. Bert's Family Restaurant. Just around the corner, there's a rainbow in the sky, so let's have another coffee and another piece of pie. What song is that from? Okay, Lance says, my issues with cheesesteaks outside of Philly is that there's the stigma that an authentic Philly cheesesteak has green peppers in it. I've never seen that in the city, just outside the city. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Bert's Steakhouse. Bert's Steakhouse. I just want some pancakes and some butter. Look at the size of that wallet. I don't know. This place looks like there's no pretension and they're not trying to put on airs at all. Yeah, I mean, I'll eat a cheesesteak with green peppers on it. But I understand that's, oh, they got fancy. They went, ooh, with their breakfast. Did someone get it to go and then open it in the store? Or I like the pierogi. Actually, those are pretty tasty looking pierogies. Oh, yeah, like, is that an electric heater fan? Or a little fart fan up in the wall? I think anything like hot off the flat top is going to be good. Are those corn nuggets? Yeah, that looks like a hard egg. Variations of egg. I know that fan smells. Yeah, this place probably still smells like cigarettes. Just one piece of sausage. Okay, we finally found a steak. We finally found a steak at Burke's Steakhouse. Look at that strip of questionable meat. And then some mushrooms from a jar. And then 2 dry pierogies. There's that gravy sandwich again. Okay, there you go. You got your cream chip beef on toast, which does look good. People keep taking pictures of the outside. Oh, but like, what kind of burger is that? Man, I want to sit on those. If we get the 4 of us, so it's going to be, actually, no, there's just going to be 3 of us. And then, but Ethan has to go home. So it's probably just going to be the 3 of us. Swiss cheeseburger? Yeah, it could have been that. I don't want to eat. No. Oh, that is so wet. I love how there's so many pictures of this one place. All right, guys, it's midnight. Ugh. Is that 3 mozzarella sticks? America's only authentic sports car, Corvette. Next to Betty Boop. You're right, Patrick. All of the food is mush food. People keep ordering that soggy sandwich. We just got my daughter painted this for us. Oh, it's a gourd that made someone look like a penguin. Bert's, please sign our guest book. Memories in the making of at Bert's Steakhouse. Yeah, mush, mush, mush. Wonder if that jukebox works. Probably not. All right, guys, this has been great. And oh, someone had an event at Bert's Steakhouse. All right, that guy. Oh, what's that guy's name? That's he he likes golf but only plays the front nine, and that's Marty Nongle, who works at the transmission shop. And this is live for 18 holes, Larry. Something veteran? Okay. Hi, I'm at Bert's Steakhouse. I can hear the sound of that cash register. Okay, I need to wrap this up. I need to go to bed. All right. What'd I miss? Lance Heydrich says golf is 18 holes unless you bring a twink. Awesome. This is I enjoyed looking at Bert's Steakhouse. So, okay. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching regular car reviews. Thank you for liking our silly show. Thank you to everybody who are people who donated to Super Chats. Spend your money wisely. Thank you to everybody who participates in the giveaways. You're funding our future travel plans. And thank you for everybody who watches Monday. I'll probably do this maybe later in the week again to be with you during this evening. So I hope I was able to keep you company tonight. I'm going to go to bed. Have a good night. Bye.